Hey y'all, it's Erin, aka Grishno. I am coming at you from a new place. It's my house. I own it. Well, a small part of it. Some bank owns the rest, but anyway, I think Morgan's just about to leave. So I had a second in the house of my own, and I thought I'd give a little tour. First off, this is the second bedroom / office. We're still settling in. While I'm walking around, I wanted to sort of just give you some updates about what's been going on in my life recently, because it's been sort of a crazy few months. Their bedroom, by the way, I think, whatever, it's a giant mess. Don't pay any attention to it. You've probably seen this in the past. I made it, painted it. Did you notice the giant snake that's right there? Anyway, I love that one. Gwen's here. She's talking about things. So if you've been following, then you know that I have been working on this big thing for the local government, for the county. This is the bathroom. We put in those hooks. You can see our buffalo right here, our water bison. His name is Bryson, actually. I love this. I'll tell you the best thing about it is that it has a laundry chute. It has a functioning laundry chute. It's so good. Anyway, so I've been working at the county on this ballot initiative. It's been this really big deal for me to be able to I don't know, work on something that has the potential to impact like thousands of people over every year over the course of 30 years. Like, that's real impact, that's real difference. I feel so fortunate that I got to make this my work. So I worked on the policy for that for the last year. And in February, they voted to put it on the June 2018 ballot. And I was hired to be the field director for Measure A. This is our den right now. I'm just going to get to the other side of the room so that you can see the whole thing. Because this is really cool. This whole room is just really something. We have our living room. This is like a adult living room. Like real adults live here, you guys. I don't know how we snuck in. Isn't this really nice? So this is our living room, and right off of it is, I didn't do these ones, by the way. These were inherited originals. This is the den then. We just bought a brand new couch, which is like super cool. It's ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous couch, but it's exactly what we wanted, and it's a lot of fun. I have the guitars there now. They're probably not going to stay there, but a little TV. At some point, you know, we're gonna figure out. We're still moving in. So Measure A went on the ballot in June, and I was running the field effort. So I was working 14 hours a day. I was working 6 to 7 days a week for 2 months straight leading up to the election. In the middle of that, I was graduating with the Joint Masters. I actually graduated in May 12th. So now I'm Erin Armstrong MBA MPP, which is cool. But that happened right in the middle of this campaign. And so it was just, everything was crazy and busy and so much work. This is our breakfast nook right here, by the way. It's just like this little, it's a mess. Everything's a mess right now. So tough. Like, it's cute though. Like, you can see we're starting to settle in. It's just like, it's a big place. And there's just two of us. And as I'm telling you, I was really busy for a couple months and just wasn't able to really put in time. I didn't have the ability. I'd leave in the morning, I'd come home late at night, like 10 p.m., go to sleep, wake up, get to work at like, 8 to 10 or in there and just go again. And it was rough. But I worked my ass off, got paid, and hey Gwen, this is our laundry room, by the way. Look, right here, laundry chute. That's it, that's where it goes. So, on election day, we needed 2/3 of the vote to pass, because it's don't worry about why, but we needed 2/3 of the vote. It's 66.67%. And the first results come in at night, and we're having this big party at headquarters, and we're coming in at like 60.4. I was like, oh shit. It's going up throughout the night, but like we end the night at like 64.4. And that was, they hadn't counted all the provisional ballots. They hadn't counted all the mail-in ballots. And that accounts for actually a huge chunk of the vote, especially mail-in. Like we've been moving to that. So we saw it like over the next week, because they didn't call it that night. So we had to wait. But over the next like 2 weeks, it just kept getting closer and closer and closer. And we got 66.2% of the vote. We got 215,000 people voting for this measure, but just over 100,000 said no, and that was enough. We missed the vote by 1,200 votes. It was close. It was insanely close. And so that was June. And Morgan and I were planning to take off work. We wanted to, I was going to take 10 days off. We were going to go hiking. And instead we started working on this room right here, which we used to call the murder room. And there was a reason. I might show a picture. I probably won't, because I'm just going to upload it right away. But this used to be like this really nasty brown carpet. It had the most rat shit on it I've ever seen of any carpet anywhere. There were holes in the wall. This was all just like a nasty color. There were coffee stains on the wall. Like someone had like coffee. Like it was a mess. This window behind me was like, when somebody had painted, they didn't tape it, so just paint everywhere. It looked like the place that you would take somebody to murder them. And now it is our craft room. It took 5 days, but we did this whole thing. We did all the floor. We took it up right down to the cement. We refinished it. We did the floor. We painted everything. You can see some of the detailing here that we did, because I don't know, we're just dealing with what we got here. We're just putting lipstick on a pig. But that was what we spent the time doing. So, the measure doesn't pass. And 10 days goes by and I come back to work at the county. And they want to know, are we going back? Are we doing it again? What are we going to do? I'm sitting there with the people I work for, the Board of Supervisors. And, I'm saying, like, let's go again. Let's do it. This is the porch, by the way. You can see I have all my little succulent garden right here. These are all little things that I like to grow. This is my pitcher plant. Look at these things right now. They are really, really happy. I like to garden, so. So we do this big process. We put a poll out into the field. We got the results last week to see is this viable? If it was viable, we were going again in November, and they were going to tap me. They were going to pull me in to run the field again, which, as you remember, was exhausting. I was worried about it. So we do this poll, and it comes back, and the poll says like 66% is where you're polling at. Like, great, we know. We know. We're right there. But the thing is, we thought in November we'd get a higher turnout, and that would be in our favor, and it doesn't seem like that's the case. It doesn't seem like it's going to pan out. So we took this message out to the community over the last week. Said, look, here's the polling data that shows like it's a toss-up. You know, we're sitting right at what the threshold is that we need. So if we do a really good campaign, maybe, but like if we get opposition, it's gonna hurt us a lot, and we're not gonna win. Should we wait? Should we do it now? Should we do it in November? Should we wait until 2020? And the community had very mixed reactions. A lot of people thought we should go. A lot of people thought we should wait. And honestly, like, if you're mixed like that, if your base is not unified, it's hard to support it. So today at work, they Board of Supervisors pulled it. This is like the thing that I've been working on for the last year and a half. I wrote my thesis for my master's in public policy on a big chunk of this. Get in here. Cats, man. I'll show you one more thing. There's this amazing door. Look at this thing. This is our front door. I'll show you why it's so cool. See this? Look at that. Isn't that the coolest? I mean, like, we have a giant fence and it's locked. So no one ever knocks, but it's cool that we have it. So that's where we are.